It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the Barons and the Cowboys, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Brooklyn Barons and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two... On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the option right is Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He completes this to Walker. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson, left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're...
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce from 10 yards out. And the Barons are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it's...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Algier now up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Jackson throwing once more. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Jackson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. He's got his man Cruz. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's Olave bringing in another one. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Trying the left side with Algier. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. It's complete to Cruz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the give, Algier headed left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Olave. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a score. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Jackson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Burrow on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started with an NFC matchup up in Lambeau. Green Bay hosting San Francisco. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Deontay Hardy a touchdown reception. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now it's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Cowboys.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
11 Tommy, 11 Mighty, 12, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11.
They'll stick with Algier.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game, Case in point right there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Burrow. Here's Freiermuth again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff to Algier.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th.
On second down, it's Walker. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 yards there, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Jackson.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And that's certainly going to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing is Jackson.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Jackson. Touchdown!
Alec Pierce.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Barons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and very short. Burrow trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now.
That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Olave over the middle.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Burrow will throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Again, it's Burrow. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Algier will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Walker with another carry.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Burrow. He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Here's Burrow. Connects with Peoples-Jones.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Burrow.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Burrow.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Now Burrow.
It's complete to Hopkins. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing, Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.